Welcome, Annie, and welcome again. And we are going to solve equations. So this is the homework that you have to do, solving all these kind of equations, meaning giving a solution to every equation. This is an equation. Like equation is something it mixed variables and have the equal sign. Is a true statement. It says that 2x minus 5 is equal 3. Is a true statement when x equal 10? No, because if x equal 10 will be 2 by 10 is 20, 20 minus 5 will be 15, and 15 is not equal to 3. So when is an equation is a true statement? So this is what we are going to learn. For example, show that x equals 3 is a solution of this equation. The equation is x plus 7 equal 10. Add 7 to some number and obtain the 10. So if I plug in 3 here, I will have 3 plus 7 equal 10, and I will have a true statement because 7 plus 3 is 10. So solving an equation is given in this question, the equation is already solved. If only ask you to prove that x equals 3 is the solution of the equation, and indeed x equals 3 is the solution of the equation, because if you plug in 3 plus 7 will be 10, and it will be a true statement. So for example, now it says, show that x equals minus 3 is a solution of this equation. The equation is a times x minus 14 equal minus 38. So it says that prove that x equal minus 3 will make this statement, this equation, a true statement. So I will insert minus 3 for the x, so it will read x multiplied by minus 3, minus 14. X multiplied by minus 3 is minus 24. Minus 24 minus 14 is 24, 34, 38, minus 38. So it's true. It's true. This equation is solved when x equal minus 3, because x equal minus 3 convert the equation into a true statement. Okay, another example. Prove that show that x equal 1 is not a solution. Okay, so if it's not a solution, you will have a statement that is not true. So I will write the equation. Now I will plug in x equal 1. X equal 1. So where I see x, I put a 1. Minus 14. And I will say a multiplied by 1 is 8. 8 minus 14 is minus 6. And I will ask myself, is minus 6 equal minus 38? No, it's not. They are not equal. So x equal 1 is not a solution of the equation, because it takes you to a statement that is not true. And the statement that is not true is minus 6 equal minus 38. This is not true. This is not equal. So x equal 1 is not a solution of the equation ax minus 4. Now we have to solve this equation. We need to find who is the x that when I subtract 5, I obtain 17. Well, if I plug in here 20 minus 5 will be 15. No. If I plug here 21 minus 5 will be 16. But 16 is not 17, so it will not work. If I plug here 22 22 minus 5, will be 16. So I can say that x equal 22 is the solution, because 22 minus 5 is 17, and 17 is equal to 70. So 70 equals 70 is but this is not the way that we solve. The way that we solve is in this way. We write the equation, x minus 5 equals 70. Now we need to isolate the x. How we isolate the x? Because this is an equal sign, you can sum something to the at the left, and you can sum the same thing at the right. So now I choose to sum 5 on the right and 5 on the left. So now I will say minus 5 plus 5 is 0. So I have isolated the x. So the x is 17 plus 5, which is 22. So I have found the solution, x equal 22. So this is the method that we use. The method is isolate the x. Let's go to try another example. So, this is what we have done in the previous example. X minus 5 equals 70. So because 5 equals 5, because 5 is equal 5, so now I sum. Now I put a line and I sum. For sure, we can check if 15 is the solution, because if we start with the equation t plus 4 equals 19 and we plug in 15 for t, it will stay 15 plus 4 equal 19, which is a true statement because 19 equal 19. Now solve this equation. 8 times y equal 104. So the question is asking you, who is the number y that when you multiply by 8, you obtain 104? This is the equation. So we need to find the value of y. So to isolate the y, this is what we want to do. We start like this. We write the equation. 8y, let's go to write 8y equal 104. How we are going to isolate this dy? Well, if I multiply by 1/8 on the left and by 1/8 on the right, I have not changed anything in the equation. So let's go to multiply, but I'm lucky now because 8 divided by 8 is y, is 1. So I have isolate the y, and now I divide by 8 in the right side. So y will be 104 divided by 8. You can reduce 104, 52 multiplied by 2, 4 divided by 2. You can cancel the 2 and the 2. So it will be 52 divided by 4, or 26 multiplied by 2, divided by 4, which is 2 divided by 2, will be 26 divided by 2, which is 30. So the answer is 30. Now you can check. 8 multiplied by 13 is 104. Okay, we multiply. 8 multiplied by 13 is 8. 8 by 3 is 24. 8 by 1 is 8. Plus 2 is 104. Oh, it's true. It's a true statement. So the solution to this equation is 8y of 8y equal 104 is y equal 8. Y equal 13. So what we have done is to isolate the y. How we have done the isolation? We write the equation and we multiply by 1/8 to the left and 1/8 to the right, and now the 8 with the 8 make me the isolation, and I have y equal 104 divided by 8, which is 30. So I have obtained the solution y equal 30, and the problem is done. Now, let's go to solve this equation, to which you will multiply to isolate the x. I say that write the equation 5/3 multiplied by x equals 55. I say that if you multiply to the right by 3/5, and here by 3/5, I'm done. The 3 will cancel with the 3, the 5 will cancel with the 5, and we will have x equals 55 multiplied by 3 divided by 5. And now you can reduce this by writing 55 like 55 can be written by 5 multiplied by 11. So if you multiply 5 by 11, you will obtain 55 divided by 5. So now it will be, the 5 will cancel, it will be 33. So the answer is x equals 33. This is the answer and is the solution to this equation. And of course, we can check if I plug in 11 here. 11, if I plug in, 33 here, because the x is 33. The x is 33. If I plug in here 33, 33 divided by 3 multiplied by 5 is 55. Yes, you can check it. And now, this is what we have done. We multiply, this is the equation. We have multiplied 5/3. Oh, we are going to check if 33 is the answer. 5/3 multiplied by 33, it will be 55. So there is an interrogation here. There is an interrogation here, and this is okay. It's a true statement. 55 equals 55. So I have plugging the 33, the x. I have write 33 like 11 by 3. The 3 will cancel, and the 11 will stay. 11 multiplied by 5 equals 55. So it's correct. It's the answer. Now we have to solve this equation. Now there is a procedure that is a new procedure. So we write the equation. We write the equation 3x minus 4 equals 6. We isolate x, but we cannot isolate x. We have to isolate 3x. So 3x will be 6 plus 4, because, let's go to do it slowly. We isolate 3x. How we isolate 3x? We add 4 to the right, to the left, and we add 4 to the right. So now, minus 4 plus 4 is 0, so I will have 3x equals 6 plus 4, 10. And now I have to solve this equation. How you will solve? I will multiply by 1/3 the right, and I will multiply the left by 1/3, and nothing happened. But I have isolated the x, because 3 divided by 3 is x, is 1, so it will remain the x equals 10/3. So the solution to this equation is x equals 10/3. Of course, you can check it. Now let's go to practice again. Solve this equation. How we will solve? We isolate t divided by 8. How we will isolate? We write first the equation. And now, if I want to isolate this factor, t divided by 8, I would subtract 1 here and 1 here. So I have done anything. I have subtracted the same quantity in both sides of the equation. So nothing has happened. But now, plus 1 minus 1 is 0, so I will have t divided by 8 equals 5 minus 1, which is 4. Now, I have to solve this equation. I will multiply by 8 both sides of the equation. And now the 8 will cancel with the a, and I will have t equals 8 by 4, which is 32. So this is the solution. T equals. Now we are going to learn how to translate a verbal sentence into an equation, into a mathematics equation. So please read this problem about Mary selling books. Every book costs $3. One book, $3. Two books, $6. Each $3. But if you have to send it to the person that have buy the books, and the shipping is $5. It doesn't depend if it's one book, two books, or 10 books. It's always $5. And the problem is asking you, write an equation that describes what is happening. So how we would write the equation? Let's say that we sell books. So let's say B equal the number of books. So if B equal 1 means one book. If B equal 2 means two books. Now, every book costs $3. So 3 multiplied by B, because one book costs $3. Two books will cost $6. Oh, if I place B equal 2, it will be 3 by 2, $6. If I sell 3 books, every book costs $3. So if B equals 3, it will be 3 multiplied by 3, $9. So 3B will be the amount of money that they will spend. The person who received the money will spend 3 times the number of books that he is receiving. But this equation is not correct, because the amount that the person who is receiving the books will spend will be B is the number of books. $3 multiplied by B is the amount of money that he will pay, but he will pay also $5. So the equation is A equals 3B plus 5. So this is the equation. So B is the number of books. A is the amount of money spent. If you sell one book, the amount of money that is spent is $3. If you sell 2 books, it's $6. If you sell 10 books, it's $30. But now it comes the shipping. The shipping is always $5, $5. So the equation that say here is that the amount of money that you spend will be the price that you will pay for the books. So for one book, you will pay $3. For 2 books, $6. For 3 books, $9. So 3 multiplied by B is the amount of money spent in B books. In 5 books. In 5 books will be 3 by B, 3 by 5, $15. But plus 5. And this is the equation. Okay, so now you have to go to the beginning of the video and to do the problems.